houses, we are starting the recruitment. So before we talk to Sophis, let's talk about who we're going to use on this run. This is the Crimson Flower playthrough, which means we'll be using all 8 of the Black Eagles. We're also going to receive a character. The game gives you one mid-game, and then in this round in particular, again, there's another character. Those of you who are just like slipping in and out, save here immediately, but I'm pretty sure 99% of it's rare because this is as you can see, this is a Maddening playthrough. So most of the people who have seen this have already seen this game before. I've beaten this route in particular about 4 different times. Played the other ones, I believe, 3 each. Just kind of spread them out a little bit more. So yeah, I've played through this a lot. Across 2 different users, actually. But was trying to think who I'm going to use for my Crimson Flower playthrough, because you end up with not that many slots that you can use. And so my thought is, even if I go at my absolute peak, it's unlikely I'm going to get all 3 of the slots that you can use. Like, what I'm saying is, those who aren't aware of the gameplay mechanic, there are 11, starts as like usually around 10, goes to 11 slots where you can have combat fighters, and then you have adjutants who assist. You can have, if you're an A level of professor, you can see mine right now is an E+. You can have up to 3. So in total, that would be 14 people. There also is one battle where you are able to go to a 12th person. When that happens, you'd be up to 15. So realistically, it doesn't make sense, especially in a casual playthrough, to run more than 15 people, because then you're trying to spread experience way too much. So for me, I'm going to go to 14, because the way I see it, the best I can probably do is 12 plus 2. And then even when I get the 3rd adjutant, it'll be so close to the end that I won't be able to exploit the whole thing. So I'm going to shoot for 4 recruits, and I think the ones I'm going for are going to be Marianne and Lysithia, because just the way I'm setting up, I'm going to end up with a lot fewer mages. I'm going to go with Felix, because I would prefer to have someone with a sword who is very proficient, and I'm debating either Shamir or Ash. I would prefer Shamir. I think she's a little more apt. But Ash has some good storylines related to this as well. On the other hand, I do like Shamir's chain with Hubert. So we'll see as we go. We'll see what we can build. I'm going to focus on Felix and the 2 deer first.
You have spent quite some time in here, engaging in such idle chatter.
And she's talking to me.
Do you not know that we have not a moment left to waste?
No, we're on a lot of timing here. I'm trying to get this one around pretty quick. So, let's say.
You must try harder from now on.
Biggest downside is I'm pretty sure my highest positive number by the end is going to be with Sophis. Okay, there we go. Alright, so let's conduct.
Huh?
Let's enter Abyss, because I did say Felix, there are Abyssians down here. Yuri specifically, who might be well attuned to it. So I don't mind giving that a look as well. I might try to build a rapport there with Yuri as well. Let's see what he needs in order to be interested. Why do you just never exist when I come over here?
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report.
Lots of things happen down here. Lots of reports need to be reported. And for all portable things, I'm your guide. Oh, have you explored Abyss yet? Some shiny treasures here. Much better than up top. Fact, treasure likes to be underground. You're one of those treasure snobs who thinks their treasure is better than everyone else's, are ya? Those types really get my goat.
I have no idea what's doing that conversation.
The thing is, despite what my appearance might suggest, I was actually born a noble. No one in my generation bore a crest, however. When the next generation proved to be flush with crests, my father and I were cast aside.
Yeah, you see a very disturbing underbelly here, which kind of does show that crests actually are a legitimate problem to deal with. That's why I do really identify with this whole Crimson Flower setup. I think it's because we're not far enough in the story that the texts don't connect to the I have read all the DLC texts. Sorry, the news are working.
Mercy, I beg you! Costas never meant to attack the church. He was tricked. They don't understand that. They'll kill me. But you could let me go. Please! I've got a quiet life waiting for me back home. I'll never cause trouble again, I swear. Thank you.
That is wild that this guy showed up with this. That's a midfish.
Can't say I'm surprised about Lord Lenato launching a rebellion. The writing was on the wall. If anything, it's more surprising it didn't happen sooner. Lord Lenato answers to Count Rowe of Fargus, the man who adopted me. That's how I got into the academy. I'm not in contact with the Count anymore, but that's how I know so much. Gaspard territory smacks of war. It'll be interesting to see how things shake out. Want my help, hmm? Sure, why not? But I don't do anything for free. In exchange, let me attend the lectures you give those noble kids, yeah?
Really? I wonder if that's just because since it's DLC, it just goes natural. Oh. It would be interesting to add in.
Not into it, huh? It's not like I'm asking for much. Well, you know where to find me if you change your mind. I'm not all bad.
I have to come back there. That's an interesting one.
Need something? This one? See you again soon.
Professor, do you have some need of me? I assure you, I am busier than I may seem. You would argue the point? Do you claim to have a view inside my mind?
Sure.
I warn you that I don't suffer fools. I'm doing strenuous mental exercises. My magical theories require rigorous fine-tuning. I shall never finish this task if I am not left to my own devices. Run along now. I have a small request.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when it comes to this month's mission, I could try Yuri out, see if he actually work better in Felix. I'll give it a shot.
Hey, pal. Haven't seen any suspicious types on the surface lately, have you? Beefy, mean-looking folks?
That's all these.
Damn. Guess those lowlifes finally tracked me down. Bounty hunters are the worst, yeah? They can't just let me be, so I have to go through the trouble of roughing them up.
Nope. Someone's raising an army in the kingdom, I heard. Normally, I wouldn't care about that kind of thing. But this army's picking a fight with the church, so as far as I'm concerned, more power to them. Hate's a strong word. I'm just saying, they might have a good reason to rebel. Rhea and her lackeys like to pretend they're always in the right, but they're not. No one is.
It's a shame you can't manage to do like summoning magic and the beasts actually fight on your side. That actually would be wild. Am I gonna come back here? But I do want to go through here because it actually has been a while since I've even considered recruiting the wolves. Usually I just stick to the base group, and I tend to forget the 4. So yeah, it actually might be cool to try out one of them because I'm also thinking about the mages. That would open up some opportunities as well. Yuri's standing over there.
Huh?
To think of it.
Alright, that one's almost certainly Caspar.
Here to train? You really are as hardworking as they say. Spoken like a true hard worker.
Yes.
Something about this situation doesn't feel right. Why would a minor lord raise an army against a foe he cannot possibly hope to defeat?
And it is one of those things where you have to... You do read between the lines of what is his motivation here.
Even within the Knights of Saros, Catherine is the strongest. By a large margin from what I've gathered. Why not seek her out as a sparring partner, Professor? I have a favor to ask.
To think of it.
Impressive. Catherine, Her skill is impressive, I'll admit. So is her sword. But I think she's hiding something. Nobody knows anything about her past. You should spar with her. She's strong. Stronger than you are, I'd bet.
Fascinating to see both him and Adelgard. That's why I also wanted, because Felix is just a natural, like, fit mentally.
Join me for some training sometime. I'm interested in your sword technique. I might like to become your student someday, but not today.
Alright, so what do we got? Speed and sword. So that is something I can get naturally as is. So we'll have to think. I know plenty of what he's capable of, and I know it'd be good to get him off the board if I'm actually going to do a Crimson Flower run. Where he's not there when we do Arian run, but...
I'm studying here so I can be the best there is, just like Captain Gerald. Do you think I've got it in me to be a top-tier mercenary, Professor? I do. Though, it's about so much more than being rich. It's about honor.
Of course, Leone. Life very much shaped by her childhood hero. I know a lot of people like to make this jokes. Alright.
My central duty as a noble is to protect the common folk. I abhor those like Lord Lonato, who deliberately shatter the peace. Utterly disgraceful. You have a kind soul, Professor. Now I feel a little sheepish for showing anger and not empathy. I apologize for my impetuousness.
Ferdinand really is just one of the best characters. Like, even though he comes from a place of obvious privilege, he is always very willing to be corrected. Like, yeah, he's that much more There we go.
Hey, Teach, there's some minor noble rebelling in Fargus, right? He has no chance of winning. I wonder what he hopes to achieve. Huh? Are you going along to help? Sounds like an easy victory, but good luck out there.
Yeah, it's like... What is the overriding motivation? And it seems like it might just be... See if he can get one clean strike on the cat. But also, I do think... He tries to alert... everyone to... what is going on by trying to show the injustices. I ran an amiibo on here that was the Corin amiibo. Didn't actually have the amiibo, so I got cards. And now this thing just spouts stuff out like That's how it's gotta be, Leone. Let's get that one taken care of. This.
I'm studying here so...
It's gonna be able to actually quest from all sides, Alright, let's look here. Reception hall.
What the?
Biggest
I can't believe it.
Apparently you're just allowed in here with Maria. I didn't realize that she was that open.
This place has so many breathtaking works of art. I feel like I'm living in a museum. Each piece can teach us about styles and techniques from 1,000 years ago. I'm from a family of merchants, so I've been able to see a lot of art, but I won't pretend to be an expert.
Pointing a sword at the Holy Church of Seros is akin to pointing a sword at the goddess herself, meting out appropriate punishment to the sinful. It is a sacred duty with which we have been entrusted. As a member of the church yourself, I hope that you will take that to heart.
Think about even like the theology of like Christianity, like you
really
that being an Old Testament idea that was rebuked. I literally use rebuking that.
Did you hear? There's news of someone in the kingdom raising an army. The kingdom, the empire, the alliance. They do love a good war, don't they? Spilling the blood of young men and women. And for what? Just to enjoy the horror of it? Would you be so kind as to do me a favor?
Practice yields results.
I simply must thank you, Professor.
I blew through something there, so that's unfortunate. Gerald. Right side.
Castle Gaspar, eh? I've been there once before, many years ago. It was by request of the son of that family, Christoph, I think it was.
Yeah, and that is one of the prime motivators as well.
I have a request. Thanks for your help.
So far lost. What you doing?
Hey, you.
That's so. Professor. Professor, I heard that you may battle alongside Catherine. Even among the knights, she is something special. A holy knight who is able to wield a hero's relic. Still, she can be a mite difficult.
He's very much a lore dump guy for a while. Especially when you have the chance to talk about the hero's relics or the crests. Which, in hindsight, is one of the more sus. Now we get to try the second floor of the dormitory finally. I do like that there are some like personal touches in all the rooms if you go in and check them.
Next month is when a very important ceremony will be taking place at the monastery. Pilgrims from all corners of Fodlan have already started to gather in anticipation. I pray that you are able to nip this trouble in the bud as soon as possible.
Professor.
Pretty standard other than the roses. He's pretty good about this stuff in spite of how his behavior might indicate. This one's Dimitri. This one, a lot of reading material from somewhere, but yeah, very bare bones. Much less ornate. He's clearly not as obsessed with such things. The Fargus group does kind of keep their stuff on. Now you look at Claude, the books are strewn out, there's hammers everywhere, tools everywhere. He's clearly busy with researching stuff. I'm guessing this is going to be something resembling the Stuffer's concoctions, his notepad. Then the next one, we got Lawrence. So many flowers, giant place to put hot water. For cold water. But he's definitely keeping this ornate. This is all like weaponry, like he's cleaning it off. He's big on the weapon maintenance. Very important to him. Again, stuff for water, stuff for tea, flowers. He has a varied set of interests. Here, Caspar. Mortis, he has ample space for refreshment. His stuff is more properly laid out. Keeps it very straightforward, very organized. Edelgard, very ornate flower, as well as a more standard one. It is generally nice. It looks like she is clearly trying to put somewhat of a personal touch in on it, and there is... What the heck is that? Here she's keeping notices there. Oh, I guess they're all in other rooms. Hilda. Could be various ornaments for herself. This is definitely something I want to keep. Can you imagine Hilda and Edelgard just being in the same room, like right next to each other? Marianne also nearby. Ceramic birds. You see, everyone's got their own little private touches. And Ingrid, for some reason, just shunted all the way away from the other. Only thing I can figure is because she's the only girl in the group. But again, very similar to Hubert, immaculately organized.
Hey, Professor.
No matter how much... My muscles must be going through a growth spurt.
Oh, heck!
The plants of Fodlan are different ones than in Brigid, and people here are unknowing of the spirits who watch over the earth and bless it. Only the goddess is known. Is that factual?
If the flowers within the greenhouse are removed, they will soon wilt and wither. Is that not so, Professor? I feel I can empathize with them. The flowers that thrive despite their environment, are truly inspiring, are they not?
You can tell she's desperate to be able to seek some type of freedom. It is a shame that, like, it doesn't feel like that's gonna apply in the Crimson Flower route. There should have been a way. Like, it seems like that moment will come. The only one I keep forgetting is written that it could really be anyone. I do think it's. My gut says it was Hilda's, which is why I could never actually get it in a Crimson Flower route. Sure, let's do some fiction. I have the one, but.
What? I desired fresh air. I have a favor to ask.
Leonie's room. Yeah, she's a hoarder. She is keeping so much stuff. Hey, Cynthia, I'm guessing this is baked goods. Done a lot of research, a lot of ceramic animals. Like Merced is. A lot of fruit. A place where it seems like she's just got seating ready to entertain people. I think it's fun to look at how they design all the different rooms. Still have some, and Annette's is very similar, except hers doesn't have the same seating, which means she's not the primary host, she's assisting. And then
Huh? Is someone there? What do you want?
Here we got Dorothea. A lot of bottles, I'm guessing. Yeah, this is all fashionable stuff. This is Petra's, and that is a bear skin, isn't it? Yeah, she is. These are base survival skills going on here. Oh, got something. lots of food plates. Definitely got the key characters right there. Ignots. There's stuff for food. Letters. Interestingly, I don't see anything for paint unless that is the colors. It does keep it hidden. Ash. Bibliophile. A lot of books on that chair. Here we got the dude. His is pretty simplified, though he does have, since he does do cooking, see a little more with regard to places to hold it. Yeah, these early runs, it actually is nice to just go back and get a feel for the characters again.
Even within the... Why not? How did you know this was mine? Thank you, my teacher. I'm studying... Oh, that's mine. Thanks so much for finding it.
Alright, so yeah, Caspar and the other one's either gonna be Hammond or Linhart. We'll see which one.
To be honest, I felt a bit lost here at the monastery. At a loss for what to do. Thankfully, a sweet young girl reached out and offered her help. I believe she's Sedith's little sister.
I've heard whispers about Lord Lonato. They say he's a very kind and gentle lord. Why would such a kind man suddenly raise an army? Oh, Professor, you were working late last night, weren't you? You shouldn't overdo it. A ghost might rise up from the well to get you if you stay up too late. Or so I'm told. I have a favor to ask of you.
There we go. Here.
Professor, about this month's assignment. Raising an army against the church? Really? Though it looks like we won't be fighting, it's still quite unsettling. My understanding is that it will all be subdued rather quickly. I'm sorry, but that's not mine. I wonder whose it is.
Yeah, and I can't give it to him.
That's so.
Because...
Right.
You can't do that until after you've finished your choice. You'd have to have chosen the church and recruited her.
We are truly blessed with how fertile the monastery grounds are. Every day, there's something new to harvest.
And that is a deeply sad thought. Honestly, having a flying unit wouldn't be bad. I might still consider rid of them, but I feel like at that point I'm making too many alterations of the plans.
Well...
Someone's on the outside over here. I said the interesting out. Staring out the pit of despair, it looks like.
The monastery grounds are far too spread out. Feels like it takes hours to get from one area to another.
That's because you're not
And
sprinting
no,
like me.
that's not because I'm getting lost. I'm a fully capable, mature person who never gets lost.
Would be bad to use this at the but thinking it through, we're gonna need a lot of melee anyway. So, well this time. Yay.
You there!
This is where apparently Elise is hiding over here in the corner. Yep.
I have a thought. Past here is the Holy Mausoleum, where the saints of the Church of Seros slumber. Sorry, but only a select few members of the church are allowed entry. It's open to the public on only one day of the year, for the goddess's rite of rebirth.
It's wild they keep such stringent rules when Freya herself was like, you know, you didn't have to do it that way. Here we go. I was having trouble figuring out the silhouette, but I was like, I know if they're clearly passionate about their food and that everyone should be eating it, that definitely is an angry trait.
Thank you so much for your help.
Anyway, moving on. At least I'm earning some equipment, so I don't have to say goodbye this time.
What's going to happen to Lenato? If he's killed, I don't know how I'll live with that.
The only way I'm recruiting him is if I bring him on this journey. I don't think I want to put him on this journey. Everyone over here. Alright, we got some people in here. Oh, this is the one where Hanneman complains about.
If you have a moment, I would like a word. It has been brought to my attention that certain individuals have been making advances toward Flame. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you? If you do see anyone getting too close with Flame, please inform me of it at once.
I'm sorry, but I must vent to someone, Professor. You're familiar with Manuela's slovenly behavior, yes? That woman! She borrowed a book last week and returned it with stains of unknown origin on the cover and several pages either folded or torn. Just now, she dropped a sandwich on the floor, picked it up, and kept eating. When she saw my shock, she said simply, 3-second rule. Ugh.
This story is amazing.
I can't believe I left this behind. Thank you so much for retrieving it.
Yeah, that is one of the highlights. Just their entire dynamic is wild.
Ah, today's meal was delicious. Linhardt keeps bothering me about eating too fast. Says I'm gonna choke or something. Absolutely! I knew you'd see things my way. Yeah, that's definitely mine. You really saved me with this. I owe you one, Professor.
Professor, I feel I must speak to you about Caspar's eating habits. I've never seen the like of it. He inhales entire plates of food in mere seconds. Hence my mentioning it to you. Good luck with him.
Thanks for
Say, I hear that Lord Lonato served the King of Fargus's older brother when he was younger. Something like that. He already had status and prestige, so why raise a rebellion? I guess it's none of my business.
Professor, have you seen Felix around? I swear, as soon as you take your eyes off him, poof, he's gone. Ah, of course he's there. Sorry for bothering you, Professor. Thanks.
He's not auto-recruit this time because of the male version.
Say.
Okay, so here we go.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Have you talked with Catherine yet? If the knights are the cream of the crop, she's the cream of the cream. Oh, and that relic of hers. I hear it's nothing short of amazing.
They do a great job hyping up the first use of the heroes.
Professor! Since we're heading to Castle Gaspar, that means we'll be passing through Magdred Way. The road is well known for its beautiful surroundings. Depending on the time of year, it can be incredibly foggy, though. When it's like that, you can't enjoy the lovely scenery. Lucky for us, it shouldn't be too foggy while we're there. Not that we'll have time for sightseeing, anyway.
Why'd you bring it up?
Yep.
What's up here first?
What do you require?
I have mine, so I'll just replenish that in a minute. She's a D+, so she could actually
Do you want to hire this battalion?
Leave it all to us.
Hubert. He's at level 3, so...
Do you want to hire this battalion?
Hey, it's the new...
There we go.
Thank you.
In the Battalion Guild, you can find various battalions that aren't affiliated with the Church of Seros. We're allowed to hire them if we so please. Naturally, battalions lose in... If you visit the Battalion Guild...
Let's give
What do you require?
Didn't do much, but yeah, get back to full strength now. That gives us 5 people. All we need to go. But we do need to get. Let's just put him in.
Do you want to hire this battalion?
Leave it all to us.
Do you want to hire this battalion?
We've got you covered.
Do you want to hire this that you can rely? Farewell.
Plus amount of space.
Deal. Abyss? You're interested in that place, are you? Ancient sprawling remains deep below Garrick Mach. That's Abyss. Some folks have made their home there. Obviously, they all have their reasons and tales to tell. But only the most enterprising merchant would venture near it. My advice, avoid going there yourself.
I've been there twice.
Professor, your clothes are a bit dirty. If you don't pay attention to your hygiene, the girls won't like you. I hate when my clothes get dirty. That's one of the many reasons I find it best to train as little as possible.
What? Then we have separate access to the place. Yep.
Oh, hello, Professor. Was there something you needed? Oh, you like horses? I like them too. They're such kind creatures.
It is a noble's duty to protect the common folk, not to endanger them by rallying armies in such a feckless and improper manner. Abuse of that kind is no better than slavery. A proper noble must guard the people from such a fate, wouldn't you say? Precisely why true nobility is well respected.
It is interesting to see that he and Ferdinand have very similar ideologies on this stuff. Yeah. But it's the way that they change the word, you see the difference. The very small differences in how they approach.
Catherine has invited me to train with her. How much do you think I should train before I'm ready to train with someone that strong?
She needs to train. I forgot, it's not a fetter, because we do saw the one blockage. The grave is not ready yet. I just need to speak to Dimitri. And get access to this location. Now fast travel basically anywhere. Except the grave.
Let's see. After Fargus lost its king, there were many rebellions. It is likely that Lord Lonato's provocations are related. How frustrating that I am too young to take the throne. Rendered powerless by age. If the throne is vacant much longer, the kingdom will fall to ruin.
Heya.
Hey.
Best be on your guard.
It obviously he has more to say.
Something about this situation. Why would
I knew I could count on you.
He'll be good for when her
To be honest, thankfully. Oh, that! I thought it was gone for good. How did you know it was mine?
rote memorization, honestly. There we go. Right. Take care of everything that's necessary. The quest. Let's see. Try Abyss itself. Seems to be the obvious location of where it would be. I think I have done much shopping I want to do there. Alright, let's try Yuri out. Let's see if this works.
Maybe.
Gaspar Terrace. Got it.
Hey, going now. Let's get out of here. Care of here. We got some business.
I like this dish. Eating
I'll try to get this taken care of too. And no support conversation. Not yet. I believe I've covered everything.
Nailed it! Perfect! I'll get it next time, too. That... I'm getting it.
Okay.
a long road to mastery. How long will this take? Oh, I was... How embarrassing.
What? I got it right?
Hope this is good for something.
Thanks! That's reassuring.
Might be able to start reading your access to the horse.
What? Thank
Alright. That concludes that. Trying to see who else would be ideally suited for it. Need a second person who might be able to go into the skies. There he is. Fine with this one continuing as is. Suppose. Okay, so I'm gonna let him get up to level D first. Guess what I want to change to be Max and armor be a tank. Grenade lance and bow is fine for now. But we'll need to build our own. To possibly be able to be cavalry later. These are the two skills that you need most suited to build with. Petra gonna be less on axe, I think. There you go. I like this.
May I ask you something?
Alright, advice time. I mean, having more bodies is always beneficial.
Is that so?
Is it how I do it?
Professor?
He wants to focus exclusively on that's Anna's birthday. Yeah, sure.
Thanks a million.
Wasting cash,
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, no problem.
yeah, like I'm not gonna be recruiting homes. I really wasn't gonna recruit Anna, so I don't know why.
We
bothered doing
finished.
that one. Just 200 out the window.
Seems simple enough.
I'm getting it.
I've grasped it. How lovely. I'm closing in on expertise.
There we go. Now the levels are starting to get good. We'll have 2 more learning sessions coming up too, so. And we got Caspar and Bernadetta. Alright, let's run through this one and that'll probably be where we start wrapping
And that one goes there. Perfect.
Oh, hey, Bernadetta. What's going on?
Enemy! Enemy's here! We're under attack! Help! Someone! Anyone!
Help. I'm the one who came here for help. I guess I'll just take care of it myself. I can't believe I got hurt trying to break up someone else's fight. It's ridiculous. All I do is step in to calm them down, and the next thing you know, they're both at my throat. Hey, you ever been in a fight?
Fight? You're challenging me to a duel? No, 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 I can't! I've never fought anyone in all my life! I surrender! You win!
Alright. That was easy enough. Not to be rude, but do you ever think that maybe your attitude makes you a little unapproachable? You should try stepping outside and socializing. I'm sure you'd make friends in no time if you didn't waste it all in here.
Outside? In no time? Oh, sure, yeah! Why didn't I think of that? Or maybe it's just not as easy for me as it is for you. Did that ever cross your mind?
Why wouldn't it be? Making friends is easy. This one time, I even made friends with someone I'd just been in a fight with. I think it was the gorgeous view that did it. We really shared a moment. Come on, let's go check it out.
Hold on! What are you doing? Please don't touch me! Put me down! Put me down!
Calm down. I'm just gonna carry you out of here. Easy does it. And here we are. See? That wasn't so bad now, was it? And what about this view? Gorgeous, right?
So this is what death is like. Didn't expect it to be so sudden. Come and claim me, sweet death. But first, let this evening sun wash clean my imperfect soul.
Hey, now don't go dying on me, Bernadetta. It's just the sun.
Huh? What? Where am I? Oh, it's pretty. Such a lovely view.
This will likely be in the battle week. One battle will do it for the roster retreat. That is a high level fight. We will consider this fight. I will weigh this one before we actually commit to it. But there will be a battle coming up in the next one. It's going to be good for experience to probably as much as possible. I'll be foregoing the seminars just to focus on exploration days to get the bonding activities and battles. At least this early going, I'm trying to spread myself. But that'll be it for now. It's like a good stopping point here, hour 15 in, and we'll be continuing this at another time. You all enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you all soon.